I learned a lot about selling from my father, but probably the most lasting lesson he ever taught me had less to do with selling and more to do with integrity. Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk. I'll not only tell you what that lesson was, I'll tell you why it's so darn important.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
At an early age, my dad taught me to despise the word renegotiate. If Lee Jollis had his way, he would have had it dropped from the dictionary. Let's take a look at the definition, and you'll see why the two Jollis men dislike this word. Renegotiate. Renegotiate something again in order to change the original agreed terms. That's its definition. And that's a pretty kind definition. I think a more accurate definition would be this: breaking a deal you made because you don't like it anymore. How often do we read about athletes who made a deal, then exceeded expectations, then wanted to renegotiate a deal? Has there been even one case of an athlete not meeting expectations and then marching in to renegotiate a contract because of their lack of performance? I'm usually a fan of labor, but I'm squarely on the side of management in this case. This lesson began to take shape early in my life when I was in high school and ran my own gutter cleaning business. I was pretty green and frequently wrote up estimates without fully understanding the depth of the job. I'd quickly look over a job by walking it off on the ground and throw a number on a piece of paper. Once I actually got up on the roof, I'd realized the job was bigger than I thought, and I'd complained to my dad that I deserved more. That was the first time I heard the mantra, a deal is a deal. Throughout my career as a salesman and entrepreneur, the same sticky topic would come up from time to time. I'd quickly look over a job, throw a number on a piece of paper. Occasionally, I'd realize the job was bigger than I thought, and I'd want to revisit that proposal. But I never did, because no matter how I would try and justify it, I would hear the voice of Lee Jollis telling me, a deal is a deal. What's the moral here? Perhaps it's learning to climb up on the roof and look at the job carefully before you make a deal. In a non-gutter cleaning language, take your time and be very careful of the deals you strike, because at the end of the day, a deal is a deal, even if you don't like the deal anymore.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.